Okay, I am going to show you how to use some of the basic functions of Illustrator to complete steps 1 through 16 on your instruction sheet. It looks like this. I'm not going to go over exactly every step because these steps show you how to make one that looks like mine. I'm just going to go through all of the tools that you use when you create your water bottle design so you can use them to make them look like yours instead of mine. So we're going to start at step 1, File, New. You're going to open up Adobe Illustrator. You're going to make it 9 by 11. Make sure it's under inches, under the size, so it can be print, letter, change it to inches, 9 by 11, and create. Okay. So in the next couple of steps, they show you, it talks about using the shape tools and the shape builder tools. So the shape tools and the shape builder tools allow you to create shapes and combine them. So first it asks you to use the rectangle tool. We'll draw it like this. I'm going to show you how to make a Starbucks style cup tumbler. So here is my shape, and I'm going to use the ellipses tool to create a rounded bottom like in the instructions. Okay, so when you're using the shape builder, you need to hold down Shift, the Shift key, and click on the two shapes that you want to combine. Once you let go, you'll see they're both selected. Go to the shape builder tool and hold down and draw down, and you'll see it built the shapes and combined them. Okay, so you hold Shift, draw down, select all of the shapes that you want to combine, and there we go. Now we have like a cylinder with a rounded bottom. I want to make my lid. This is on like steps. I think we're moving on to steps like 6 and 7 and 8. I'm going to make a lid. So I'm going to use the ellipse tool again. Rectangle tool for my lid. And again, you're going to be making a shape that makes sense for your design of water bottle, but it's all using the same tools, so the same principles should apply. Okay, so I want to use my shape builder. Use my shape builder to combine these. I'm going to kind of bring that to the front. I'm going to group these together. That's what I want my lid to look like. So you can see in my prototype here, I'm going to add a place for a straw. So I want to make it wide and kind of cone shaped, like a kind of an upside down cone shape, I guess, like a Starbucks tumbler would be. So if I want to change the way this shape looks, I can click on the points and move them out. And like a Starbucks cup kind of goes from a wide top to a thinner bottom. So I can kind of make it look like that. Let's say I wanted to make a place for the straw, or I wanted to add a straw, I could use my shape builder tool to kind of combine these images to make a straw. I want to make a straw for this tumbler. I'm going to be using the group and arrange tools. You can just do that by right clicking. And you guys can kind of play around with this to make it look the way that you want to. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to add pattern, because I believe that is the next step. If you are scrolling down and going to step 9, 10, 11, and 12, it shows you how to add swatches and add colors. Once you kind of get familiar with the shape tool and shape building and creating lines, so you can kind of build the form of your water bottle, then you can start adding colors and patterns using the fill and stroke tools. So let's say I want to add a pattern here. I can do that by finding a pattern that I like online. Let's say if I just want to add a regular color, I could always go to fill and change the fill and make it a regular color, but I want to add a pattern to it. I want to make it look a little bit more special. So I'm going to find a pattern that I like online and drag and drop it onto my canvas. I need to embed the image. So once you drag an image, it says embed to be able to make it a pattern. Then I'm going to go to window and swatches. You'll see this pop up. I'm just going to drag and drop that pattern onto my swatch options. So now instead of picking a color, I could pick a pattern. Click what I want to fill, and there you go. So that's the fill option. Now remember the stroke option. Stroke is the outline. So let's say if I wanted it to have like a blue outline like this, and then I could make the stroke larger for it to have a bigger outline like that. I'm going to use my eyedropper tool and make it the same color as the pattern. And you can add different colors to your swatches, to your swatch list that way. Okay, so go ahead and keep following these instructions. Again, these go into a little bit more detail, but they do show you how to, or this video should show you how to do the basic shape building and adding swatches, adding colors, and all that. So you should have enough resources here to start building your water bottle. Even if it doesn't look exactly the same as mine, it's going to be using this. You're going to be using the same functions in Illustrator to do that. Oh, and one last little bit, I did ask you to label your water bottle when you are done with it. Obviously, you can do that using the text and type tool. You can change the character options Here, if you want to change the font, something that kind of matches the look of your water bottle. Also change the size and the color of the font here as well. In order to add arrows, you can use the brush tool and draw your arrow just like that. Once you are done, you need to File, Save As. Save it as an Illustrator file, which is an AI file, and turn that into Canvas.